What a play, play after play after play.
And there it is.
And she is taking over.
Love that.
He's got a lot of room to run.
The greatest conference in the country is showing out tonight, gentlemen.
Wow.
Home run.
That's number one on SportsCenter right there.
Daquan Davis into the paint, and he puts it in for a 2-point lead. Your WCAC champions. Thank you for joining us on another great Saturday afternoon in the WCAC Fernandez Stadium, home of the St. John's College High School Cadets, where they will play host to the Bishop McNamara Mustangs on behalf of St. John's, the WCAC, and First Amendment Sports. I'm Ken Meringolo, joined by Kevin Ricca.
Spectacular football weather conditions right now. It's a bit of a breeze, 60 degrees. Rock Creek is lit up, showing off with the scenes of autumn out here, Ken. This is a perfect day for an incredible big-time game in the WCAC with playoff implications looming for the first time in a long time for both of these programs.
We got to get Kyle to get Harlan from up top to give us a nice shot of that amazing foliage, as they call it up north here, Kevin. Well, listen.
Well, down here we call it foliage, I thought,
well,
Ken. There's just so many different ways to go about it.
So many different ways to go about it. It's a great matchup today. It's a gorgeous afternoon for some WCAC football. Here we are.
There it is.
In
Rock
November.
Creek showing out.
I mean, come on. Kevin's going to get emotional.
It's our nation's capital we're staring at. It's an amazing perspective.
The 1-1 McNamara Mustangs in the WCAC gets a team in St. John's who gets two more shots to stack some WCAC victories ahead of the postseason. Everything's in play in terms of how the postseason could be seeded. I think we know just going to know one thing, right?
Yeah, one thing's out of play. DeMatha has won the regular season. They've won 19 straight. They have earned the right to be the 1 seed. No one will contest that. Although these McNamara Mustangs gave them everything they can handle, as well as the St. John's Cadets, in a 23-20 overtime loss. McNamara going down 12-7. And last night, DeMatha taking care of the Gonzaga Eagles, and man, in big-time fashion, 42-14 out there at the PG Sports and Learning Complex.
The playoff seeding as we get closer to mid-November, and more importantly, going into that all-important finale between St. John's and Gonzaga this year at Gonzaga. We'll be there. We look forward to that. We appreciate Terry and all the good folks out there. Get a chance to call the game at Joe Rada Stadium.
Yes.
We're looking very much forward to that as the St. John's Cadets hit the field. And listen, we're watching right now. We see a lot of spirit, a lot of energy. Great looking jersey combos on both sides for these old eyes, Kevin. And that's the best thing. We got the red letters, the red numbers for St. John's. We got the maroon on white.
Well, you're doing color concepts.
Yes,
I'm listening to there's some conversations happening right now at midfield. These two teams are starting to get after it a little bit. A lot of these kids know each other. A lot of these guys have battled with and against each other over the years. There's no love lost here for the next 2.5 hours.
Well, except for in this booth, Kevin, just so you know.
Well, listen, as a McNamara grad of 94,
Yes.
I just got to make sure I got my head on a swivel up here. I don't want to be in trouble.
We'll get some captains. We have an anthem, prayer. We got Curtis Cross back in the saddle up top, spinning the tunes for the faithful here on Military Road. What else can you ask for, Kevin? A relevant game, not just for the Mustang faithful, but a relevant playoff game here on Military Road with the leaves changing. That's about as timeless and amazing as it gets in these parts.
And it's the biggest game of the season for both these programs. There's no doubt about it. Everything is on the line here today. The loser of this game has an uphill battle trying to fight their way into the playoffs next week. We won't talk about next week anymore. What we got going on right here is plenty to chew on for the rest of the afternoon.
Captains go to the middle. Tariq Boney, Breon Williams,
Adrian Hamilton, and DeCarlo Rogers.
And this St. John's team, the way they've been doing it lately, I mean, they've been in all of these games, and when they've been at their best, they've been running the ball at will. Dejon Talley Rhodes, Tyreek Powell, that offensive line. That's what we expect to see from St. John's today. And I'll tell you what, when it's working, it looks pretty darn good.
And it was working last week as St. John's had a big comeback after their disappointing loss to Good Counsel. They really responded, taking DeMatha to the wire, losing in overtime, but rushing for over 260 yards. And any Cadets fans out there, I'm going to mention it a couple times today, remind me if you know better than I do. But I do not believe in the history of the program, St. John's has had 2 running backs, both rushed for 100 yards against DeMatha, albeit a loss. But I'm telling you right now, Dejon Talley Rhodes and Tyreek Powell, 132 and 128 respectfully. Those guys are playing at a high level, and this St. John's offensive line right now is getting it done in the trenches, in the run game, as good as anyone has done it in a long time in the league. So they're going to rely on that heavily this afternoon. That run game at St. John's and McNamara's ability to stop the run will be a major, major factor in the outcome.
McNamara will receive the kick when this game gets underway. And we, like I said before, we'll, of course, turn it over to Curtis when he gets going. The color guard will be out here soon. I see them lining up. I know our main man, Perry, who's usually in charge of the color guard, he's interviewing today for a big one here. We want to send our best thoughts out to him as Mr. Irwin and the color guard will take the field. And here's Curtis.
Such behavior is unfriendly and unacceptable. Please respect the integrity and judgment of the game officials. They are doing their very best to promote the student athlete and the game. Be a positive representative of your school community. Thank you very much for your support of the WCAC Sportsmanship Premium. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for a free game prayer? Then please remain standing for the first of colors, the flag of our national anthem. Let us remember to bring the holy presence of God. Dear Lord, help me to play my very best during this game. Teach me to treat my fellow team members, coaches, officials, and opponents with respect and dignity. Challenge me to always do what is best for my team and not necessarily for myself. Enlighten me to the powerful life lessons I will experience during this competition, win or lose. I ask all these things through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist, De La Salle. Live Jesus in our hearts. Please direct your attention to the right side of the St. John sideline for the presentation of the national and school colors. These colors are being presented by the St. John's Cadet Corps Color Guard team. Today's team is under the command of Cadet Nate Nagash, who is carrying the American flag. Cadet Jacoby James is carrying the St. John's flag and is accompanied by Cadet Grace Brissett carrying the first rifle and Cadet Harrison Viet carrying the second rifle. The students of the St. John's Cadet Corps have proudly displayed the nation's colors at events and gatherings for more than 100 years. To honor America, the playing of our national anthem.
we're about ready to play some ball here, Kevin. The McNamara Mustangs will send their man back. Looks like DeQuan Thomas back there, number 0, if I'm not mistaken.
And also Andrew Hicks. Andrew Hicks.
Yep.
Had about a 90-yard touchdown return against DeMatha. That got them their touchdown that day. He's very explosive. Both these guys are capable in the kick game. This is going to be a very interesting game, Ken. McNamara's going to start off with the ball, and I will say, Jay Ford, the junior QB, the young man has gone 11 for 11 on first downs in league play in the first 2 weeks for over 100 yards and 5 first downs. They're going to try and get the ball as an extension of the run game, a long handoff, if you will, ball in the flats, quick dart screens right away, anything, smokes out to the receivers, anything they can do to complete the pass, get the ball going, and keep it outside of the run game, as we're going to get an offsides to start the game here, I believe, on the Cadets.
That's a tough call. In film, it better be so blatant.
Oh, it's blatant.
Okay.
But
I was going to say it has to be.
But, you know, the race before, the referee's racing to call a penalty before the ball is possessed, to me, is just remarkable. I love getting off to this fast start. I love when the officials get off to a hot start.
It's like, yeah, that's like throwing for at least a 14, 15-yard out right away. Okay, here we go.
And the under hits in the
we got to get that ball back.
In the game of flags. Yeah, we're going to need that, gentlemen. That's imperative. It's not just all flags out here.
I mean, I want that guy to be like at least 5 yards outside.
Well, the good news is with 12 minutes on the clock, we've automatically started bashing officiating.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
And here we go. Let's play some ball.
Nolan Stringer. Better kick this time, too. DeQuan Thomas. No, that's Hicks. He moved over to the right side. He's going to get chased down and brought down.
Eli Jacques right there.
Yeah.
And you saw him shot out of a cannon. He's the contained guy. He kept contained, found the angle, and that's a great special teams play to start off with the Cadets. Eli Jacques has been making great special team plays relentlessly. He's the one that blocked the field goal against DeMatha last week to get the Cadets the ball back to send the game to overtime. Big, huge play off the edge for the sophomore.
Jaden Ford, number 2 for the Mustangs. Tariq Denson. The back in motion. Just like you said, quick out, not quick enough. Tariq Boney.
This is their offense. They're going to try this on first down. They got to try and get that run game going a little bit by spreading St. John's defense out, but 44 is a monster.
Yep. And he knows what they want to do as well.
He's been in this league for 4 years, the wily veteran. As smart a player as you're going to find, and as physical as a player, and that's a deadly combination for other offenses in this conference.
Alex Springs and Keontae Glenn on the bottom of your screen, and they go to the top of your screen. Jaden Ford puts it in the ground. It's going to be 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs right away.
And the converse of my first down stat is on third downs this season, Ken, McNamara has struggled in 3rd and long. Yes, throwing the ball 2 of 11 for only 2 conversions on the season. They do not want to be behind the chains, and this gives St. John's the ability to get that pass rush rocking and rolling.
Cadets bring 4.
Oh, that's
Jaden
a great
steps
route.
in, finds a receiver, is turning on the Jets.
He's going to take it to the house. That was
he gets to
what
the
a tackle.
30. Alex Springs got ahead of the defender and then showed a little burst.
And the McNamara Mustangs bucking the trend on that slant. Great protection by the offensive line, giving Jay Ford the time to find one of their most dynamic playmakers, Alex Springs, in the middle of the field, and he shows you why. He can scoot.
Look at that. And by the way, he throws the ball back. I don't know if we have this on film, but he kind of throws the ball back and he hits Charles Johnson, big number 66, with like a fastball, and he catches it. That was weird. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff flag.
Quick flag. That might have been alignment.
Going to be 5 yards on McNamara. It's going to be a false start.
Penalty
They're going to decline. 4 wide up top here for the Mustangs. 2nd and 11. Denson out to the right, quick throw to the left. There's Alex Springs again. Shakes a tackler. He's going to fight his way up for a gain of about, looks like 8 or 9. We'll see what they give him. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Well, you got to tackle this guy in space because that's what they're trying to create out there. They're saying, we're going to give our best player the ball in space and see if he can break tackles out there. And St. John's going to have to tackle him all day because they're going to run this version of this offense for the rest of the day. They're going to get the ball to Alex Springs as many times as they can in that flat.
2-down territory likely here in this spot on the field. Jaden Ford all alone in the backfield. McNamara thinks it's on St. John's.
Yeah, the rare mistake by the senior, Tariq Boney. Loading up for that pass rush. Got a little itchy on the trigger finger there.
The 5 yards.
The Mustangs a 1st down.
Move him into the red zone. 1st and 10. Ball sitting at the 17 on the wide hash. Let's see how eager McNamara is to run here in the red zone. Quick throw out to the right. Once again, Alex Springs. He's got a couple blockers. Great tackle,
and that's
though.
what has to happen for the Cadets, the freshman.
Jalen Wallace, great tackle.
Shedding the block and making the open field tackle. That's defense. That's what St. John's is going to have to do consistently. Like I said, 5 in the flat all day long.
McNamara was successful in turning that into a one-on-one game on the outside, and Jalen Wallace won his one-on-one convincingly. To throw. Singled up coverage in the back of the end zone. That ball is caught as Xavier Brown.
Jay Ford with a beautiful throw there.
And
beautiful throw.
We have flags coming from multiple spots. I'm pretty sure the celebration at the end is going to cost the Mustangs.
I think it's after the touchdown, before the flags. Beautiful ball. That ball was placed somewhere, and that route was run properly. There was nothing you can do about that.
Now, I thought this was on McNamara, but I'm wondering now, looking at the referees talking about what's going on here. We'll get the call here from the head umpire. It's a touchdown, good. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against McNamara. Okay, that's what we thought it was. They'll do it on the extra.
I think they're going to take him back on the extra point here.
Coach Bird, I think, deciding maybe to take it on the kickoff. Maybe you can bank it for future use.
Well, I think it's either going to be here or there.
They own one. Let's just remember, Keontae Glenn on the hold. Braylon Hampton, the kicker. Snaps up, holds down. The kick is good. And the Mustangs march down the field. Big play by Alex Springs. Big connection from Jaden Ford down the middle of the field. Put this drive in the scoring, phase of the offense, and they were able to punch it in again through the air, like you said.
All through the air, every single yard of it. And the Cadets going to have to tighten up in that secondary. But like I said, that was a beautiful ball by Jay Ford. He's got a Delaware State offer, and he's showing why. He just put that ball in a place where only his receiver can make a play. And, man, Xavier Brown came down with it. It was a textbook execution. And I was going to say, they have to bank that. It's time to go to the bank to get that 15
Got to get that 15 yards. And it is going to be a short field.
From the 15, it should be from the 25. It should be from the 25-yard line, not the 15, guys.
I think was it a spot foul? What's going on here?
It was a spot foul, Ken. Look at that. It was taunting from behind the play, so that's why we're back to the 16. What is that, the 16-yard line? So I don't all right. Math, I'm not saying I brought my my calculator with me, but
the referee is going to.
how is this possible?
Going to be a timeout by McNamara.
A timeout?
All kinds of stuff going on.
I don't know. You got to explain this to me, Ken. I'm out.
The ball usually is kicked on the 40, correct?
Yes, and a 15-yard unsportsmanlike after the whistle would be 15 yards, correct?
Yeah, to the 25.
To the 25. Now we've got a random 16-yard line, and
he just respotted it by about 12 inches.
I am baffled.
The 16. So we're saying that was a 24-yard penalty?
Specifically 24. Was it 9 yards behind the play? Carry the 3?
Oh, dead ball. Well,
yeah,
we're gonna put our best guys on this, and we are gonna.
Good thing we have such expertise up here in the booth. We're gonna switch it again.
They're moving it back some more.
What? All right, I don't think he knows. How
now
could
the
anyone
12?
know? And he's going to tee it up for him. Look at this official. That's politeness. The official just teed it up. He's not going to go back to it.
You know what? I was going to say, is it 2 personal fouls? Are they combining yards here? But
now it's at the 13.
It's an odd number.
It's a 27-yard penalty somehow.
It's a commemorative.
And the ref teed the ball up.
edition.
The kicker didn't tee it up. The ref did it.
I think they're filming for a movie.
What's going on?
Great kick. It's going to get out of bounds at about the 40. I don't know where that ball.
I don't either. Now what?
Now what is it? Now there's going to be a flag. It's going to be at the 45. Maybe
so
that's
far,
where they'll place it.
The list of the audience is wondering why we've been hired.
Yes. I feel like it's like the SATs of broadcasting. Like we're getting quizzed on every crazy little thing, and I don't understand what's going on.
I'm declining to answer every one. I'm going to leave some of these blank. Weren't we taught that in class? So if it goes out at the 40, do they add 15 to that? 10? I don't know.
So if it goes out of bounds on the other side of the 40, it comes up to the 40. I believe if it comes out of bounds.
10-yard penalty at the 40? Yeah, I think it went out at the 40, correct?
Yeah, but I thought the referee said it came out of the 45. I thought they were going to call it at the 45, which I believe they're not. They're saying it went out at the 50. That's fine. I think McNamara was happy to keep a return from happening, at midfield. There's going to be a timeout on the field. Tell me we're going to re-kick this. Tell me we're going to re-kick this.
We're going to re-kick it.
They're going to back him up 5 yards.
Yes, and then that's exactly what's happening.
This is the greatest special team sequence in high school football history.
And arguably the worst sequence in First Amendment sports history.
We just want to get out. We've had more kickoff scenario. We've been off sides. We've kicked it from the 13. Now we're kicking it from the 7.
If someone can explain to me any of this, it'd be remarkable.
I mean, it's going to be like half the distance.
Is the ref taking it up again?
Point.
No, he's going to let the. All right, that's. All right. Well,
he's going to be kicking it from the hill at some point here. Where's Kevin Carey at? Hampton, great kick.
It is a great kick.
Fielded just over the 30. Powell crosses midfield with some momentum. He gets to the sideline. It's a flag on the play. He goes out of bounds inside the 30. It'd be great field position for St. John's.
Yeah, but that's coming back.
We got flags down. He threw his hat down.
Holding on the Cadets at about the 46-yard line. It's going to go back to the St. John's 44.
Or, in other words, roughly where we had it after the first kick. Which is fantastic. And this St. John Cadet offense getting a chance to. It's been a long. I feel like they've had a long sit here.
It has been. McNamara got off to such a hot start there, throwing the ball. They only took less than 2 minutes to go 80 yards to score. Then whatever the heck happened on all these penalties, and now we're getting ready to play some ball again. How is this coming back to here? The hold was at the 45-yard line.
The flag was clearly the flag was thrown. There was a hat next to it as well.
No,
like it was double flag.
So there's a 24-yard penalty.
Is it daylight savings? I'm not sure. Maybe that. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Tell you what, 2 a.m. can't come quick enough. All right, here we go. Let's play some football.
Woods looking to get the snap. Dejan over the right side. And he gets enough, I believe, for a first down on first down. Gain of 11, 1st and 10.
And let's talk a little bit about Dejan Talley Rhodes. He went over 1,000 yards with his 128-yard performance last week against DeMatha. The young man has 12 touchdowns. I believe he's on a very, very short list, along with Tristan Saab, the quarterback over at DeMatha, for the Offensive Player of the Year. If you're compiling 100 yards and a touchdown week in, week out, and you can stamp that, that's what number 9 is going to do for you. And what a tandem back there with Tariq Powell as well.
One more time, this time up the middle. And it'll be a short gain of about 1.
And this is the name of the game, the St. John's Cadets, like we talked about, coming off a great rushing attack, 262 yards versus the DeMatha Stags. This McNamara defense, pretty staunch against the run. They held Gonzaga to 8 yards rushing on 13 carries, that's how you win 21-0. That's how you seize the game by the throat and take control, and that's what they did that day.
Big 5'5", Khalil Gabbay in there. You'll see
Khalil Gabbay with a Morgan State and a Stonehill offer, mixing it up in the middle.
Woods. And as usual, Dejan fights off the first few tacklers.
That is par for the course for number 9. He's a one-man wrecking ball.
And on second down, he picks up, I'd say, even at least 5 or 6 yards after contact as he was met in the backfield. You get a look there, big number 14 for McNamara.
Oh, that's
Kane
quite a
Van
look.
Norton.
You got to open your eyes to take him in. 6'8", 265 pounds.
And he's on the left side of that McNamara line. It's 3rd and 3 here for the Cadets. It's Powell coming in motion. We'll get
They got an offsides call on McNamara there. We got someone a little eager. It's going to give the Cadets a first down over midfield. As Tyreek Powell comes in. Tyreek coming in for Day-Day. Like I said, 25 carries last week for Day-Day, 24 for Tyreek Powell. The St. John's offensive line, led by the big veterans, Ian Ellis out there, Adrian Hamilton. And don't forget Jordan Harrison. These guys are getting it done up front with Big Will. This unit's been incredibly productive.
Woods to throw. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage by Johnny Davis. Intended receiver was Jordan Williams.
Can't tell them about Johnny. You local football fans will recognize that last name.
Son of Vernon Davis.
Nephew of Avante.
Nephew of Avante Davis. A very, I'd say, above average football family.
Pretty good. And non-shockingly,
yeah,
he's committed to the Terrapins.
That's right. Following in the footsteps of the fam. The run by Tariq Powell. And on second down, picks up about 4. It'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Cadets.
And you can see how these two teams have nothing in common. McNamara gaining all 80 yards through the air. St. John's right now from the 30-yard line. Everything's been on the ground here. So they're going to chew up some clock. McNamara's going to be the quick strike offense. But if they can, McNamara can get a little stop here. Dangerous spot on the field for the Cadets.
Powell up the middle. And he's got first down yardage.
And that's what this offensive line's been doing. They will wear you down. They will wear you out. As that scoreboard timer ticks, this offensive line seems to gain in strength and wear down the opponent. That's been the case in the offensive rushing attack for the Cadets all season long.
Day-Day over the right side. Short gain. Pushes the pile forward. And St. John's, they could do it for a variety of ways with their personnel, but their running game is what got here, and the running game they're going to dance with the date they brought. And when you have Dejan Talley Rhodes and Tariq Powell in the backfield, it's pretty exciting. And St. John's always has an exciting running game. Dejan Talley Rhodes over the middle, over the middle linebacker. And it will be just short of first down material. It'll be 3rd and 2. He gets that head of steam through the hole.
It's true. I've said he runs like he's in a fist fight. He never gets tackled by the first guy. He's always moving forward. 6'1", 200, 205 pounds, and he'll score on you from 60, and he'll get you 2 inches when you need it.
Dejan up the middle, and it's going to be. I believe they're going to spot that.
Looks
good enough for a first down.
Well, all right, the near side ref has one spot, and the far side has it short. So it looks like near side gets the victory.
Looks like it's the victory. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Dejan Talley Road staying in. Naeem Woods. He'll look to throw. And he throws behind. Was that Drew Williams?
He had Drew. Drew on a crosser.
Both Jordan and Drew Williams there attacking that McNamara secondary. McNamara secondary full of McNamara running backs, I believe. As Coach Calhoun telling us earlier this week. That's the toughness. You've got a lot of running backs and linebacker and corner. And here comes the run. It's Tariq Powell. And he fights his way to the 5. Daquan Thomas knocking him out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cadets.
That left side of the St. John's line just caved in the McNamara defense, and Tariq Powell scooted right on through.
Oh, man, striding.
Excellent job at the point of attack by the Cadets offensive line.
Good block by Jordan Williams, the wide receiver there at the edge.
Yeah, he's fighting there.
Former Mustang. Got a little energy and spirit today for his former teammates. As the Cadets look to punch it in here. Powell up the middle.
We got a flag flying at the top of the screen here. We've got the side judge and the McNamara sidelines coming in. This could be alignment. False start on the Cadets.
That would cost them 5. Take him to the 10. Still 1st and goal. BT with a couple extra yards to work with in the passing game.
Nice tackle there by Jaden Bird. Coming up to Phil.
Yeah, that'll be a story. I mean, McNamara definitely can't question their toughness, but two-way guys going 4 quarters against a roster and a team like St. John's. We'll see how that plays out as Powell over the right side with a flag from the back judge coming in.
That's going to be illegal motion. St. John's 2 guys in the 2-man trade did not get set before Naeem snapped the ball. You got to wait and let your guys get set. You got Cooper Haran and Tyreek Boney coming from the left side. They have to reset and get down set for 1 split second before you can run offense. You got to be more aware out there. You got to let your guys go. We're too big of a hurry there for the Cadets.
Well, if you liked it at 1st and goal from the 10, you're going to love it at 1st and goal from the 15 near hash for Naeem Woods, Dejan Talley Rhodes, Drew Williams up top, Jordan Williams in the slot, Stephon DeCarlo Rogers, bottom of your screen, right there. To throw to the corner. He's got Rogers. Beautiful throw. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely. Great catch. Nice footwork. Touchdown, Cadets.
Hey, how about Stephon DeCarlo Rogers getting on the scoreboard for the Cadets, and a beautiful throw by number 1, the QB, saying, you know what, let me take care of this myself. I'll put that ball where no one can get it. Fancy footwork by a man wearing the best number on the field, DeCarlo Rogers.
Yeah.
Getting
2
done.
in. That's an NFL touchdown.
Yep, you only need 1, but he was just making sure. That's a big-time answer. The St. John's Cadets offensive line not only rumbling down the field in the run game, but capable of giving Naeem Woods plenty of time to make a dime throw in the red zone.
I believe it's offsides on McNamara here.
And I don't understand why the stoppage of play. That's another question I have. So write that down, somebody. Yes, they were offside, but the field goal, the extra point attempt was up and good. So now St. John's gets penalized for making it even McNamara had
That's
a
right.
penalty. Now St. John's has to make it again because of a McNamara penalty because someone blew the whistle because they thought someone was going to get hurt. Is that what they're going to tell me?
Must be.
Wow.
Ruggieri, Ricca, and Stringer.
Sebastian Ruggieri with another perfect snap.
And it's all good again. Good snap, good hold, good kick. 7-7 here as the scoreboard operator gives the point to McNamara. That's all right. We'll take it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, this league has gone pass happy. Last night, the DeMatha-Gonzaga game was 42-14, 8 total touchdown passes, and McNamara and St. John's have contributed 2 more today. So in 5 quarters of WCAC play, we've got 10 touchdown passes. Nothing on the ground. What's happening out here?
A good council had the week off, right?
They did.
Air raid Andy had the week off.
Well, we've gotten a small sample size of what we talked about in pregame. The quick game of McNamara trying to get the ball to their athletes in space and their ability to throw the ball, and St. John's ability to line up and run it right down your throat. We got a 7-7 ball game.
Pick is up, fielded by DeQuan Thomas at the 11. He's
There's
trying to
Eli
get back
Jocks
to the left.
again, making the play again.
Yep.
Eli Jocks going for Special Teams Player of the Week in the Cadets locker room with that play right there.
Backside,
Back to back.
backside pursuit.
Backside pursuit's right.
Both times, as the McNamara might decide they could get a couple extra yards, just turning north-south here on these returns. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Both offenses hitting pay dirt 1 for 1. And despite a little bit of referee involvement, I'd say both teams have made some pretty darn big plays. St. John's.
I do like they're letting them play ball.
Yeah. And there's the handoff.
Tariq Boney, first man on the scene. That's going to go for about 1.
They get that ball to Donovan Barnes, number 6. Second and long. Jaden Ford. Back the other way. Great defensive presence there by the corner.
That was great football everywhere. Jay Ford comes off his first, comes off his second, gets to the backside third, which is excellent progression. Offensive line giving him time, but St. John's Cadets everywhere. Pressure and great job in coverage. This is good football all the way around.
Is that Alex Wilburn?
Alex Wilburn, first man on the scene.
Third long
comes
here.
off, comes down, finds his backside, third progression. That's good football.
Mustangs trying to spread this out a little bit. They got Alex Springs in the right slot, drawing some attention from Julian Jones from the Cadets. We'll see where Coach Calhoun wants to go. We got a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Mustangs. That'll take them back 5 yards, third and longer. And not like it was maybe something either on the quarterback or center. I mean, with the way that referee kind of passive-aggressively hit the center with the flag. Is that how it works? You hit the player with the flag?
Listen, if I'm that ref, I'm not touching that center. That's a mismatch.
Third and 12 here. Jaden Ford. Receiver's able to make the
That's
first
a
guy
big
miss.
Tackle there.
But in
Great
space,
throw.
he's brought down. Tyler Butler Simpson, the defender, with a nice open field tackle.
Hey, that's great job containing and waiting for Jalen Wallace, waiting for the cavalry. And when the cavalry is Tyler Butler Simpson, the number 1 ranked junior in the city of Washington, D.C., that's getting it done, getting off the field, getting the ball back into Naeem Woods and that offensive line's hands so Day and Tyreek can get after it.
Xavier Brown, he's definitely shifty out there, but Tyler Butler Simpson too much there in the open field. It's going to bring on Keontae Glenn, the do-everything player for Mustangs as he puts a punt up in the air, and it's going to hit the 50-yard line and trickle into St. John's territory. That's where they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, 48-yard line here. Big stop by the Cadets defense. And once again, good field position for the offense.
And you saw that wide field throw. Jay Ford has the arm strength and the accuracy to make that. And that's what Greg Calhoun's saying out there. All right, we're going to have safe calls in the pass game against this speedy defense. And let's see if our athletes can beat theirs in space. And in the first drive, they were successful, and right there the Cadets were. It's going to be that battle back and forth all day long.
Breon motions out to the left. Naeem Woods with the snap. And the handoff over the left side as Powell. Gain of 2.
Nice job athletically fielding that low snap there by Naeem Woods. Getting the ball to number 3, Tariq Powell, for the 2-yard gain.
Daquan Thomas.
That was pretty crafty there.
Tariq Denson.
Someone got their foot up last second and tripped Tariq Powell. That's by any means necessary, especially if they don't throw that yellow flag.
I'm surprised. I can hear fans in here.
I think Tyreek Boney's played every snap of this game besides specials, by the way. He's been at the H-back. And
Powell.
what a big block right there. Tariq Powell running the ball hard.
Right over the middle. First down.
Make no bones about it. This is what St. John's does. This is what they want to do. And they're going to do this all afternoon.
Yep, McNamara, you're going to have to get ready for a very steady diet of number 3 and number 9. And those big guys up front.
Between Naeem and those two, there was over 50 carries out of that backfield last week.
And you're right. Boney's been on the field for pretty much the entirety of this affair.
St. John's has a little confusion, gets that timeout called.
Play clock was winding down. Good opportunity to say thank you to the good folks here. I always like to make sure we mention Brian Griffin and Pat Ward, Corey Kelly, the President Haley, all the people here at St. John's who make the experience of being on campus here so great for not just for the students who come here, the alums. We get to see a lot of these guys coming here. And every time we're here today, it's, of course, the McNamara faithful, but a great place for an opposing team's fans to come see a game. And they get the same treat that we do. They're looking at the same amazingness that we see.
Yeah, if you're not enjoying yourself here right now, you're at the wrong place. This is perfection as far as aesthetically pleasing goes in fall football terms. You got burgundy and gold. You got the black on white. Uniforms looking sweet.
And my man Dennis Hart too. Can't forget.
Yeah, I'm not the one listing names. You are.
Exactly.
That was Ken Meringolo with a capital M.
Everyone I forgot. Here's the pass. Naeem Woods. He's got
him.
of time. He's going deep, and it's Jordan Williams into the end zone, and the former McNamara Mustang goes deep over the McNamara defense.
I tell you, Naeem Woods has found something because those last 2 balls were gorgeous. I mean, that ball right there could not have been handed off better in the end zone. Jordan Williams against his former teammates. They know how fast he is. Fastest freshman in the state of Maryland last year. He gets behind the secondary, and another dime drops from the sky softly from exactly the 50-yard line. That thing traveled 50 to 55 on a line in the air. Now that is a throw and catch. Great job by the line.
And we were waiting for it. Number 7. He 1-1 against his former teammates, and he gets loose behind the secondary as special teams unit on the field now.
With the super def from receiver coach Phil Savoy.
Up and good. 14-7 as the Cadets strike quickly.
And I can't tell you how demoralizing that is when you are getting the ball run, and then Naeem says, how about if I suck this one on the side and let it rip from 50? That's a whole – if St. John's can do that consistently, this offense is going to take it to a whole nother level.
They have the wheels. Jordan Williams with some of the best wheels in the conference, but St. John's loaded in terms of athletes who can get deep with number 9 and number 3 are keeping the defensive coordinators up at night.
And I love what the offensive coordinator, B.T. Sherman, did right there. He got a timeout and a little confusion on the field, and he dialed something up to take a shot out of that timeout from midfield that couldn't have looked prettier. I mean, with this backdrop and everything we're talking about, aesthetics, that ball he just threw is one of the nicest ones we've seen all season. Great job there by the junior quarterback getting it done. Oh.
It's like in tennis when you throw the ball up when you don't serve it. It's Nolan Stringer approaches the ball, but now he wouldn't readdress.
All right, well, this is the third opportunity for number 24, Eli Jacques, to go down and make a single-handed tackle on kickoff coverage. Watch number 24 on the left side here. Not going to get a chance. That's this time.
And they've moved. I mean, they moved Alex Springs, number 5. They brought him over into the Eli Jacques portion of the field. 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And speaking of special teams performances, Nolan Stringer last week, 2 for 2 on extra points and 2 field goals, including 2 tough opportunities up there where he had to come through in the clutch. We've seen him do it before at Gonzaga 2 years ago, and he's having another day today, getting it done out there. Nice job for the senior kicker.
Jaden Ford, Tariq Denson. Quick pass out to the left. Xavier Brown. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the boundary. He's a smooth-looking receiver.
Yeah, he does. He's done well today. And nice job, Jay Ford, getting that thing out. You can get that thing out quick, and you can have that big arm, but you got to be accurate. Get your guy moving upfield, and that's what he's done all day long. That's why I talked about those numbers on first down. He's been relentless, and this is how their offense moves. 2nd and short, 3rd and manageable. This is how they get it done.
And you can tell what the confidence they have in that arm because they're bringing their receivers as close to the sidelines as you can get as they're looking for probably a situation for Keontae Glenn, and
that's it.
Tariq Denson, he shakes loose.
St. John's goes to a man look. McNamara spreads them out for the inside zone look.
Brody was able to get a little oxygen there, but he's back on the field.
Cadets in a run blitz, ran right by it there. Those are the quick hitters that McNamara needs.
And that's going to do it for one quarter as the ball is sitting pretty close to midfield. To be a short walk for each team to switch fields as we go to the second quarter. St. John's up 14-7. Both teams with some big plays. St. John's with more little plays. And those little plays, the 4, 5, 6, 7-yard runs that fueled that first drive and set up that long pass to Jordan Williams. The Cadets offense looking good here through one frame.
They are. This Cadets offense is controlling the game from their perspective, but McNamara is running the perimeter out here. They are absolutely getting yards. Aside from the one stop from the Cadets, they are working that perimeter and working their athletes in space out there against the St. John's secondary. That and a beautiful fade throw. We've seen 3 gorgeous throws today. This is a passing league now.
I keep looking at the flag. Earlier it was lying completely dead on the pole, and now it's moving pretty good. So the wind, which has been an issue here for folks the last couple of days, not as much of an issue right now, I don't think, but certainly good enough for these quarterbacks to get the ball where they want it.
Well, I mean, it's evident.
Yep.
With the 3 touchdown passes we've seen, each and every single one of them was as nice as the last.
Jensen out on the right side. Alex Springs, shaking tackles, shoestring catch, and he fights his way forward on first down and bring up 2nd and short, but
got to tackle him out there. He's a tough player. I get it. But if you're a Cadet fan, you got to say, we got to make that tackle. McNamara right here sets up. They've been dinking and dunking. They just went with that wide receiver fake screen and go and ran someone up the sidelines. St. John's covered it. Jay Ford goes back down to his original target. And watch Alex Springs get his team 7-8 yards by fighting.
Woods batted down. We get to say the name Agbogu, right, number 33.
Charlie Abagu, yes. Son of Eric, former Maryland Terrapin. Big-time football player locally. There was a little miscommunication. The running back was on the wrong side. He came across Jay Ford. They had a collision. He had to reset, giving Charlie the time to get that deflected ball, which he's had a handful of this year.
3rd and short here, near midfield. Play clock at 2. Mustangs will burn a timeout as Jaden Ford was trying to communicate to the receivers. 3rd and short. Big play here for the Mustangs offense. A first down to extend this drive is just what the doctor ordered. And they got a couple ways they want to get it done. We've seen the way they want to get the ball out. But I'll tell you what, Xavier Brown, number 3, with the hands. But Alex Springs, number 5, his after catch, after contact situation here through one quarter has been impressive. You can watch it on tape. I think the way he was able to pull away when he was running down the field after the catch. McNamara's going to want to get the ball in his hands as much as they can. And here's that long throw once again to Jordan Williams to the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
as the Cadets take the lead there. Look at that. He just steps into it. Great shot by
look
Harlan.
at that. That is excellent work, Harlan. That's gorgeous.
All right, Mustangs set to go here. They got a full clock.
I think it's 2 down territory as well, Ken.
Got that offense spread. Oh, and they're going to get a false start as the wide receiver broke up, and the McNamara offense shoots themselves in the foot here a little bit. It'll be 3rd and about 8.
The announcer
9.
jinx. I'm just saying, St. John's, the way they're controlling the ball and running it, and offensively they have had 2 touchdowns on both their drives. I think McNamara, they want to come out and win this game here today. They got to be aggressive. I think if they get 5+ yards here, we're going to see them go for it. But they have struggled in 3rd and long all season long.
Jaden Ford to throw. He's going up top, and that ball's picked off. There's a flag down.
It's going to be pass interference, I'm guessing. That's where the flag was thrown. They're going to say holding.
Defensive holding. And that's a 10-yard variety, right? If it's a 10-yard penalty, it's enough for a first down. If it's a 5-yard penalty, it's not. Okay. It should be, yeah. They're going to get, can't see who it was.
Yeah, we'll take a peek.
Tyler Butler-Simpson was the one on the interception for the Cadets.
Yeah, a handful of jersey. You're going to get caught on that every time. It's the right call.
It's a tough 2.
Handful of jersey gets it done. It's hard not to call it.
Bit of a duck pass kind of coming into that. It's a tough result for a defender. A lot of time for everything to happen when the ball gets, and it got hung up in the air at that in the wind. We'll give Jaden Ford a little benefit of the wind out there as he lines up on 1st and 10. Xavier Brown all alone on the wide side, singled up.
That was
Get
perfectly
over the
blocked.
side. Great tackle there on the edge.
Because that was blocked up. I mean, that was textbook.
Was that Breon on the tackle? I believe it was. Yeah, there
yes,
he shook
Breon,
a block.
Breon is the only one that got off his block there, and it's good for the Cadets because there was a lot of room out there if Zero doesn't make the play.
What a great player. Does all the little things. And the big things, too. We talk about tackling running backs in the WCAC.
He's had a great career. Lines up wherever they need you.
Throw out to the left. Xavier Brown again tries to spin away from the defender. He stretches out for an extra yard. It's going to be 3rd and short.
They will frustrate you with this quick passing game, but once you get up in a press, you've seen what he can do in the fade game. So it's pick your poison out here with this crew of receivers. And throwing the ball is the name of the game. They're going to run it to keep St. John's honest, but you know how they're going to get their yards out here today, Ken.
Mustangs getting their personnel out under 10 on the play clock. Two on the play clock. He's going to have to call it. Coach Calhoun will use what I believe is their last.
So the flag got thrown. We'll see if the timeout got called first. It looks like you guys might want to talk to each other. Communication is necessary.
He's waving it. He waved it.
You know what?
He
I
waved
appreciate the clarity there. That's good communication between that official and the First Amendment booth. It typically doesn't go that smoothly.
Have they gotten back to you yet on that kickoff sequence?
Yes, but I'm not great at email.
Okay. 9:45 to go in the first half. An exciting first half, really, if you like
Football.
50-plus yard
Yes.
touchdown bombs, running backs running up free over the middle, and
accurate passing. If you like accuracy in your passing game, you're at the right place because both these quarterbacks today have been on the money all afternoon.
I think that is their third time out because they've used 2 on this drive, and they used 1 before one of the many kickoffs that we saw earlier.
Yeah,
So
that was
third and
interesting.
Third and short, and Mustangs spread this field to the boundary. Big number 10. Denson in. And it's going to be a keeper. It's forward over the left side. He's got a blocker. The wide receivers are.
St. John's comes
Black,
out with
we
the
do have a
football.
flag
There's
at
a
the end.
flag.
It's all kinds of stuff happening.
We got a holding call on McNamara.
Yep.
That is.
Number, I
it's
believe
a
the wide
spot
receiver
foul.
got him.
I'm not sure where. I think that's a fumble. Look at that. Hold on. Let's take a look at that again. Great job, Jordan. Nope. Ground calls it. Not a fumble. Great angle. Great job.
It will be a hold on
Boney,
McNamara.
Tariq Boney picked that up like a baseball.
It's going to be interesting, the spot here.
Yes.
So Marsh 10 yards off. Well, it can't be first down if they. We'll see. They're going to say that that the penalty will result in enough of a gain for first down, is what I believe they're saying. What a weird sequence. And they're talking about it some more.
There's been a lot of weird sequences here so far today.
Yeah, so
in the officiating game.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It was third and short, so it matters where the penalty was called. They're talking it over. It's pretty close. I mean, we'll give them that. It's pretty close. The referee kind of made a sight judgment.
All right, so there it is. The holding call was at about the 32. So they got it right at the 42. And yes, you're right. It's going to be a first down.
I mean, I'm sure there must be a computer chip in the ball, Kev, and they probably just radioed down and said, hey, we measured it digitally.
Yeah, I'm done watching football games without chain crews. Especially after the old Monday night 5-incher.
It was cold.
Windy.
Cold and windy. Woods has a crowd in the backfield. Denson shakes up the middle, doesn't shake the tackle of the defender there, the defensive back, but picks up a decent chunk on first down.
Hey, this is as much running space as McNamara's had all season right now. Getting it done between the tackles right now in the inside zone game. St. John's is going to have to shore up the gaps, take care of that front line.
Denson dancing through that hole. Quick throw out to Alex Springs, and he's trying for some yak, and he gets it. He's up the sidelines, and that's what has been his game today. Number 5 for the Mustangs. Every time he gets the ball in his hands.
Tackle breaker. St. John's Cadets are flying up to tackle him, but not breaking down, and he's too strong. You see that. He might have almost been out of bounds there, but you have got to square him up, break down, and hang on. You can't just fly at him and lunge. He's too good, he's too strong, and he's too quick.
I thought Jordan might have been able to make the tackle there with that camera angle. That's pretty great. First and 10 here, just outside the 20-yard line for the Stangs. Woods out to the right, and he's going to overthrow his receiver.
Safely, because he was getting crunched by Tariq Boney, who helps Jay Ford up, because that's who Tariq Boney is, one of the better human beings that's ever worn a St. John's College High School football jersey. I can't say it enough. I hope it's not his last game on this field, but if it is, I don't know that anyone has left their mark as a class act, human being, leader, football player, overall great dude, better than 44 has. And I think anyone that's been near him, and if you have someone on the team like I do, and you hear these daily stories about him, this is not just what he does when the cameras are rolling. Behind the scenes, that's who this gentleman is. And, man, as a St. John's alum, you can't help but be super proud of that guy.
We're looking forward to watching him on the weekends, many weekends to come, as Tariq Denson gets stopped.
Rayon Williams
At the line of scrimmage.
Tariq Boney's right-hand man, shoring things up on the opposite side.
And that's a TFL. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm glad he's all right. He just got bent a little awkwardly, but he's up and good. Tariq Denson, very flexible, obviously. I'd been broken in 3 pieces if that just happened.
8 minutes to go here in the half. Clock moving.
I think you're going to see a fade to the top. You got one-on-one coverage. You got over-the-top help a little bit, but there's some space out there.
Flea flicker.
Flea flicker.
And it's sacked by Boney, sacked by Niambi.
The old flea flicker, but they fleed it too quick to flick. And Scott Niambi is getting his.
And it'll be 4th and forever here for the Mustangs as they decide what to do, if they're going to try to punt this pooch punt, if they're going to try to run an offensive play. They got to get to the 10 for a first down.
They also have no timeout, so this play clock is going to run out. They're going to wind up taking the penalty and punting here, Ken.
Yeah, I think that's the only real option. There's the flag. There's the delay of game. They'll move him back 5.
And that's a big deal for the St. John's Cadets defense, getting that stop right now with 6:58 on the clock. Remember this, they chewed up about 5 minutes on their first drive of the day that ended in a touchdown. They do get the ball coming back out of halftime. So this is a big turning point in the football game here. If they're capable of getting this ball, running some clock, and scoring a touchdown with the ball coming back to them in the second half, things could really look good for the Cadets heading into that second half.
Keontae Glenn to punt, and he'll drop that ball inside.
That's a great punt.
The 5-yard line, as it'll be down to the 4. And number 22, Coach Calhoun's, I'm not going to say favorite player. That's not fair to say that. But a guy who has really been an important member of the program at McNamara, Keontae Glenn. He does everything. Fills the water bottles, cleans up after practice. Wide receiver, punter. Kevin, since Coach Calhoun has gotten there, this is his 4th season of his program, and Bishop McNamara has lost 2 players from that first class. And another WCAC program on the rise.
Well, first class is the key term there, and that's what Greg Calhoun is, and you can tell why. You can see it in how his team performs. You can see where they've come over the last 4 years, and the season they've had so far this year has been phenomenal. First league win in 10 years. Didn't come by accident. It came through hard work, perseverance, and toughness. This team is quick and tough, and that pops out on tape. And what has McNamara always been? McNamara has always been known for their speed and their toughness, no doubt about it. You go into Forestville and you know you're getting into a war, and that's what's happening out here today. That's what they did to Gonzaga. Listen, Gonzaga on third down went 0 for 8 against this defense. On 4th down, 0 for 4. So on any conversion that whole entire afternoon, that day in Forestville, the McNamara Mustangs held Gonzaga to 0 for 12 on 3rd and 4th down. That doesn't happen by accident. Greg Calhoun's built an incredible program.
And through the middle of the offensive line, the running back comes squirting through. Big pickup. 2 good runs in a row. 1st and 10. That was Day-Day, I believe, right?
I mean, the St. John's Cadets using their offensive line as a weapon in these past few weeks. and it has been their best weapon. These guys have gelled. They've come together, and what they're doing up front, it's been remarkable.
And now it's Powell's turn. And he'll gain about 3 or so on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7 as the clock continues to move, as does this Cadets ground game.
It's a nice tackle there again by Jaden Bird. Ethan Stanford coming in to finish it up.
And now you get to have Dejan and Tyreek on the field at the same time.
Two of the best running backs in the area.
And it's a quick throw out to Powell. And they're going to say the ball was out of bounds, not recovered. Whether it was fumbled or not, we're not seeing. I don't see any definitive thing, but it is St. John's ball. And it'll be a first down, I believe.
So you got Tariq has got to not carry that ball on the inside arm. He caught the ball perfectly. Great throw by Nye Woods. It's harder to do than you think, catching that snap, faking that handoff, and being accurate to a moving target. And he did a great job there. But Tariq has got to put that ball on the outside hand. You notice he's got it on his left arm here, inside, taking shots from the inside. And that's why the ball goes on the ground, as you see.
Good work there.
Attaboy Bryant, my man.
And they're going to say the ball went out of bounds just before the first down marker. So we will be 3rd and short here for St. John's as we're under 5 minutes to go in the half. Day-Day in the backfield with Woods. And that's what we're getting. Over the left side, room to run. More room to run as he's over midfield. Flag comes in behind the plays. Dejan Tally Rhodes does not go down.
Like, do officials not like highlights? Is it just they don't like long runs?
Again, this is the exact situation we had when the Mustangs were on offense. This is going to be a spot foul, and the 10 yards is going to put it darn near first down territory. Now that's a personal foul, I believe. No,
he did. He gave himself a fist bump, and I'm not sure what that signal is.
He fist bumped himself.
He did fist bump himself.
The self fist bump this early in the game.
Obviously, very proud of the call. Came in late. I don't know.
We're gonna find out where they're gonna spot this, and we're gonna count it off from. It started out as 3rd and short, and this clock is stopped.
Where was this call?
I don't know, but the referees are going back. Like, is Price is Right, the yodeling game?
I
don't know where he's going.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
It's 3rd and short again.
What?
Is this a do-over?
I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Just think it's gutsy to fist bump yourself.
It was very gutsy. We're going to run it again. Powell over the left side, and he is going to have more than enough for St. John's first down.
St. John's chewing up that clock. They got 3 timeouts left, over 4 minutes. Time is not a worry.
They'll stop the clock to set the ball right here, set the chains, and then pump it.
And by the way, shout out Kyle on that instant replay down there on the.
That's right.
Tariq Powell running that ball with the ball in the inside hand. We do work with some. I mean, I'm not going to say they would say this, but we work with some consummate professionals.
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah.
It looks like they're making a player come off the field.
Faye Dacho has to come out. Tommy Ciconti comes in for him at the right tackle spot.
Woods to throw, and he overthrows Breon, who was sitting in a little soft spot there. The Mustangs defense will be 2nd and 10. Dejan Tally Rhodes is the back. Stephon DeCarlo Rogers, Jordan Williams, Drew Williams split out. Tally Rhodes over the left side. He's got room to run, and would you believe it? There's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding. Going to come back. 3:52. More to this drive is when you got to get all these yards twice.
You're really up and
it extends the time of possession.
It gives you statistic abilities.
Yes,
that
yes.
you didn't think you had. It's extra yardage.
It's extra yardage. Like, I just got these yards.
Man,
you're going to get them again. Second and roughly 20, we'll say. Breon checks in.
It feels like we've played 15 snaps from this yard line.
It sure does. Naeem looking over. He's got Jordan Williams, and Jordan Williams has some room to run. He gets the penalty yardage back. It'll be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. It's number 7.
Nice job on the screen. Good job by Naeem getting rid of it as he checks away. And look at this offensive line coming downfield. Big Reddy coming at you. Ian Ellis, the senior. Huge play here. Illegal motion on the Cadets. 2 guys moving at once. You got to just make sure everyone's set before you get into your cadence, and then motion continues. And St. John's is not on the same page there.
They might get these yards 3 times.
This is a heavily penalized drive.
heavily penalized drive. I got my eyes on number 0 in the left slot, Breon Williams. As Jordan comes in motion. Woods looking to throw, and he dumps it to Dejon Tyler Rose, and he's got all the yards he needs as he's pushing over the midfield.
What, Ken? Guess what? Because there was a highlight play. We've got to take it back, and we are going to call another penalty because this gentleman in the middle really, really thinks that
what is it? Is it a hold or ineligible man or
he
what?
Threw it right there.
He threw it right there. I don't know either.
Anybody. He threw it on that play right there.
Spot foul. So it was 3rd and 15. I got good news. I think it's going to be about the same. Might even be a little better.
You know, at some point, these officials who stink need to put some type of effort into what you're doing. These kids put a year's worth of effort into this season. These kids are working day in, day out. These guys, it's a joke that they're all on the same field to me. It's an embarrassment. Get out of here, man.
3rd and 15.
Like when the entire stadium have been booed on both sides, at some point you've got to do better.
Woods steps up in the pocket. He's on the move.
Nice job there. You got a big-time play. Number 11, Donovan Murphy. Been waiting to say his game. The 6'4", 230-pound edge rusher, 3-star, heading to UMass. And, man.
It was a penalty. It was quickly declined. Did he try to slip it in without telling us?
Was that another penalty?
Oh, he called holding.
Like, dude,
he looked straight over at Greg Cahuley. He was like, you're going to decline that, right?
It's really
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Because I can tell by the physical stature of these gentlemen what great football players they were in their heyday. I mean, come on.
They'll be able to snap this right around 2 minutes. McNamara standing on Mustang 40.
And you can't say enough about McNamara's defense.
And we got a flag on the field. It's not till the game because there's still 8 seconds to go.
Can you get called for
count?
holding?
Is there 12?
Is there a pre-snap holding call? I just want to know. Are they anticipating a hold here and just getting it over with? Like, let's get this game moving along.
Mustangs try to get away with 12 guys on the field. All right. So we got some counting now. That's going to be 5 yards. It's not going to change much, I don't think, in terms of play call. As now it'll be 4th and 10.
What play can you call in 4th down to incite a penalty?
All right, so everyone's got 11. That was their bad. Alex Springs back. Still standing at his 40. Wind blowing across the field for Nolan Stringer. It's a right to left wind. He's going to let the play clock run down. The game clock's not moving. High snap. Line drive punt. And it's going to sit up and check at the 33-yard line. Mustangs with just under 2 minutes to go. We'll see what they want to do. It's enough time to run some offense. And as you said before, St. John's does get the ball first in the second half, so this is a meaningful possession for the Mustangs to close out this first half. Maybe try to steal a little flow, because the flow has been stolen from this game. Players on the field need to steal it back.
I agree, but if McNamara's offense gets into a flow, you wait and see that flag brigade will come. It will come to stop.
The anti-flow.
The anti-highlight crew.
Coalition. We hate flow. Jaden Ford. Xavier Brown in motion. Handoff goes up the middle. Donovan Barnes. A nice little pickup on first down. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Mustangs. Clock rolling. Coming up on a minute and a half here.
McNamara's in a check with me scenario. Got the play called. Got to get lined up here.
St. John's probably willing to give up a couple yards in the middle.
100%. Got to tackle the middle, though. Got to tackle.
Time to throw. That ball is floated to the boundary, almost intercepted there.
That's the first time I feel like the wind might have had a hand in today's game. That ball got caught up in that wind a little bit and fluttered, and a couple Cadets had a shot at it, a couple Mustangs. Julian Jones jogs off the field holding his hand.
3rd and short. 119. St. John's with some timeouts, I believe.
With all their timeouts left, if I'm McNamara, I might be running this.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to keep this clock moving. There's the run. Able to keep his footing as Donovan Barnes takes a couple shots, but he stays alive enough to get the first down for the Mustangs as they try to get themselves organized and back on the ball.
Clock is just blown. Chains are set.
No timeouts for McNamara for the rest of this half, as the chain gang is getting, we got a situation here on the sidelines. Is just a little collision by some chain gang folks and a player. Hopefully everybody's okay. Just a tumble on the sidelines. It's a dangerous place. A lot of big guys.
I'll tell you right now, that member of the chain gang popped up like toast. It's not his first game. It's WCAC conference play, and he understands physicality is going to be brought today.
1st and 10. 59 seconds. Ford looks to throw, and he looks to throw quickly. And Alex Springs, no yards after contact on that play, as Josiah Bofo puts him down for a loss of 1.
I'll tell you, that's the toughest reception of the day right there. Nice job hanging on to the ball there.
Yes. .30 seconds. 2nd and 11. Woods. Jaden Ford out to his left.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to throw
flag, they throw it.
Well, there was a holding call that wasn't thrown. And I'm not sure what this flag is, but I do know that there was a tackle. Yeah, he did call it. Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but I don't think that back judge called it, and it was his call. He's making the call that the middle judge said. That was inside. He called holding right there from the sidelines. So the back judge didn't call the hold. You really – this officiating has got me.
2nd and 20.
Just let these guys play.
With 23 seconds.
Let the kids play.
Jaden Ford Drops back, and he's under pressure.
And Boney.
Boney with the sack.
That's going to end the half there. There's no way they can get a play off. This guy's way too far down. It's going to be 14-7 at halftime, Cadets. Tariq Boney.
St. John's not looking to call a timeout here.
Nope.
And that will do it. With 5 to go, 4 to go. After one half, St. John's 14, McNamara 7. St. John's going to get the ball first. When we come back, stay with us. And thank you for coming back. Welcome to a second half and a glorious November afternoon in the WCAC on Military Road. Fernandez Stadium, home of the St. John's College High School Cadets, hosting the Bishop McNamara Mustangs in a 7-point WCAC affair. I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
That was a great half minus the officiating. And that's not all I'm going to have to say about that. But anytime that you feel the need to throw 22 penalties in one half of football play, that tells me that you might have a slight agenda out here. So
22 flags is
22 flags is ridiculous. Let these kids play a little bit. Let this game have a little bit of flow. Anytime either team had a highlight, it was flagged and brought back. And I understand. But you're telling me there's not 6 or 7 of those that didn't have to be called? Whatever. These two teams are playing great football. I look forward to a great half. I just want to watch them get into a little flow here.
Tyreek Powell is the deep man for the Cadets. He's inside his own 10. Hampton with a kick from the 40. We were right about that part. Jordan Williams will back up, and he'll drop at the 10.
That's just
the turf monster got him.
That turned out to be a great kick. That thing was kicked with some serious hang time, straight high in the sky, using the wind at his back.
1st and 10 from the 10 here as the Cadet offense would like to start strong and start. We know what they want to do. We know what they want to keep doing. All first half. Dejon Tally Rhodes especially, but him and Tyreek Powell moving the ball on the ground. Big touchdown pass to Jordan Williams from Naeem Woods from midfield. There's a difference in this game. And they have 90 yards to work with here. First down carry. Gainer of about 4.5, 5 yards there on first down. Dejon Tally Rhodes spins into the hole.
Who was that? Looked like Tariq Denson in there. Or was that 13? No, it was Tariq Denson.
Yeah, Denson's out there. He plays in the middle. He's built like a linebacker and a running back.
That's a fact.
Carry over the left side. At the sticks.
Right at the sticks. We'll see what they got for us.
They're going to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10, St. John's. And the wind's starting to pick up here.
And the temperature's starting to drop a little bit.
The sun is hiding behind some clouds. Get a little bit more wind.
And look at that. Tariq Boney's getting a playoff. Got the full house backfield back there.
Powell with the handoff. He makes it past Van Norden.
And another flag. Faye Dasho did a great job. He let go before it got outside of him. We are at a holding festival, guys. It is a holding festival. This gentleman thinks he's due to call 1 penalty per play. I believe that's the average. Faye Dasho did a great job. He was locked up. When that run got bumped to the outside, he released. Hands up, and it still got called. I'm not sure what the coaching point is or how you can teach different. And now he's out there trying to. This gentleman is now teaching offensive line technique, and it's remarkable to me. That is remarkable.
It's going to go back 10. It'll be 1st and 20 as McNamara tends to a man on the field. I didn't get a number there. It was at the point of contact there at the end of the play, at the end of the run.
No, he called it out number 73. Who did? He reached out and grabbed his shirt. I'm going to have to eat some of my words, although that did not affect the play. I'm not sure why he reached out and grabbed the shirt. Still wasn't holding.
Coach Calhoun out there.
Man.
They're going to get the big man to his feet. And I don't want to speculate if that's 55 or not. Khalil Kabay.
Good to see him
up. He's moving around.
Looking for that mouthpiece, I think. But, yeah. Like we said, he's got a couple of offers. Stonehill, Morgan State. Get healthy, young man. Cadets right back to where they started from.
I tell you, it's a great day to be Dejan Tyler Rhodes. Powell again getting all these yards multiple times. As there's Powell, he's now over the left side, and he's striding. He gets met at the 15-yard line. That's, among others, Johnny Davis putting his head in there for a run stop on first down. It'll be 2nd and 15.
It's like riding a stationary bike, St. John's offense today. Just
it is.
Look at that T13 symbol on the back of that helmet right there.
I love that this program is doing that.
No, it's very special.
Powell stretching it out to the right side. He's got some room to run, and he turns upfield, and now he's got space. And he'll make his way out of bounds as Cardo Medina.
We got somebody down for the Cadets in the backfield.
It's Jordan Williams.
Wow, how did that happen?
He must have been blocking on the way back. I believe there's a St. John's player down on the backside of the play, too. In fact, I believe it's Powell.
On the sidelines.
As he was moving to the sidelines, Cardo Medina. And here's the pursuit as Powell switches the ball. And there's the backside block. Jordan Williams is getting his nose in there, trying to help the run. And Powell off under his own power as well. Big gainer.
He's got his left arm up against his body here. We're taking a look at Jordan Williams' left shoulder. As Tariq Powell comes off the field holding his right hand. Not a good sequence of events in the injury column for the Cadets on that last play, but a huge gain and a great run by Tariq Powell, number 3.
I mean, all of 40-plus yards there. 1st and 10. Dejan Tally Rhodes. He gets turned away at the first point of contact, bounces himself back.
There's another flag thrown.
I feel pretty comfortable I saw that. Am I seeing things?
Saw him flicking. He's coming to explain himself. Dollar says
looks like it's going to be on McNamara.
Oh, they've been unafraid to penalize both teams relentlessly. This is
a 5-yard tacked on at the end. 1st and 10 at the roughly 25-yard line here for the Cadets. And even though they're moving the ball in chunks, again, just it's hard to gain momentum at this pace of in-between play stuff. Is
look at
Day puts his foot down.
Oh my God, man!
This
I can't even. Like, this is a clinic on how not to officiate high school football. Day's in there fighting. We got
he spun around in there.
Cooper Haran on a great block, sealing up the edge. Let's see what they're looking at here.
Illegal shift.
No. I was going to say.
Illegal shift on the offense. Face mask on the defense. That was actually a 2-for-1 penalty scenario. They'll offset. It'll be 1st and 10 again. Well, at least they got to call the flags.
Well, now I think it's a competition. These guys are going for all-star numbers on flag throws. We're at 27 penalties on the day. We got 9-11 to go in the third quarter. And I'm sorry, but I just watched 2 WCAC games last week that didn't combine for this amount, including both of these teams. So you tell me where the difference lies.
Keeper, Woods, over the right side.
That's a big-time play in
Donovan
open space.
Barnes.
Donovan Barnes getting it done.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. No gain on the run. As Naeem pulled in, ran for the first time today.
And he didn't look like he had his normal burst there, and he got up a little gingerly. So maybe Naeem's dealing with something a little bit out here. I mean, at this time of the season, everyone's got a little something.
That's right. Respot that ball. All right. We're ready to go. 8.5 to go in the third. Handoff over the left side with some steam as Dejon Talley
Look at that cut.
He cuts inside.
What a cut.
And he's still
What
on his feet
a
inside
run.
the 10. Spins off tackles. No flags.
Are you sure, Ken?
No flags. Touchdown, St. John's.
What a highlight run. I'm talking about that first jump cut. First off, the O-line getting things done, but the vision, the ability to jump, reburst. Yes, I said reburst. He jump cutted into a reburst. How he kept his balance here. And like I said,
shimmy right there. Shimmy
right
in.
there. And then explode away from the defense and break another tackle in a spin. The kid's remarkable, man. That's my vote for the WCAC Offensive Player of the Year. You write down 125 yards and a touchdown and stamp that week in, week out.
Kick is up and good. 21-7, under 8.5 to go. As the Cadets hit on another big play, this time on the ground. Dejon Talley Rhodes breaks through on the big gainer. Got about 10 of those yards backpedaling, spinning out of tackles.
I mean, he's an artist at work, but he's so burly. I don't want to call him anything he doesn't want to be called because, like I said, he runs like he's fighting. And that's the guy you want to block for up front. And, boy, did they do a great job, man. That offensive line is just getting it done today. 90 yards to start this second half. That's just to be able to cut like that, stop and start.
Smooth. So smooth.
And jog in with old Adrian Hamilton, who had just set the edge. How about enjoying that little walk into the park with Big 7-7 jogging in?
Fielded at the 5. Andrew Hicks brought down at the 24-yard line, called the 25, 1st and 10. Mustangs down by 2 scores. As the Cadets open up the second half.
Kasim Harris, watch him making the play right here on specials. Big time play right there by the freshman. And our first rushing touchdown of the afternoon, Ken. They've been spinning it all over the place out here.
I was trying to think of what that first touchdown was for St. John's. But you're right, it was
DeCarlo, fade corner.
Denson got some
And
room
that's
to
a
run,
cut.
and he's bouncing
That's
off
a big
folks.
cut.
He's on the right sidelines, and he gets to midfield as a big man moving.
That was a heck of a cut. He put a foot in the dirt right here and gets himself an extra 20.
He's got that bowling ball bouncing effect. He's built like an old McNamara Mustang running back named Tom Wright. Played in the late 70s.
I heard he was pretty good. First team All-Met right there.
First team All-Met. Later changed his last name to a much more Italian-sounding last name. Forward dropped in the backfield by Boney.
Tariq Boney just tackled the ball carrier that was fake to and tackled the quarterback all at once. And watch him go to work right here off the edge. He went to get them both, and he got one of them. That's the 3rd sack on the day for number 44. And he is stockpiling sacks as the season progresses. Coming off of a 16.5 sack performance last year. I think he's going to catch his personal record. If it wasn't for Scott Niambi hogging up all those other ones.
He's a little bit of a sack hog. 2nd and long here for the Mustangs. About 15 yards to go for a first. Ford looks to throw it quickly out to Denson, who spins out of a tackle.
A spin move.
Now he's got blockers, and he's able to keep his forward momentum moving. It's going to be 3rd and about 1 as Denson, once he got away from the first tackler, he found himself with some offensive line company.
That's an amazing individual effort.
As Big Charles Johnson getting downfield for the Mustangs.
Making the tackle, but that's a big-time play for the McNamara offense. And how about Denson out here putting the offense on his shoulders, making plays?
3rd and short, 2 down territory here And not
Oh,
going to
man.
get it.
Boney is just dishing out haymakers right now.
And the Mustangs were lucky to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Watch the quarterback get after the handoff here. Boney just can't decide who to tackle. He's trying to tackle everyone, but
everyone gets in, and you get a hit, and you get a hit.
Fourth and inch. Huge play right now. Huge play in the game.
Jaden Ford looking to pull him off sides. 12 on the shot clock.
Or the play clock.
Play clock. Yeah, shot clock, play clock. Donovan Barnes. And he's not going to get it.
The St. John's defense holds serve. Hold on. Look at this spot. Let's take a peek. Look at that spot.
We're as close to the line as you can
Yeah,
kind of
I
get.
can't possibly imagine that they got this.
And it is St. John's ball. Turnover on downs. It was close, but Donovan Barnes got redirected at the line of scrimmage.
How about the St. John's defense?
And we'll get a good look from it here. This is Tommy's camera angle coming down. It looks like Breon got his hands on him.
The referee at the top had the right spot. It looked good. At the bottom, they haven't been on the same page today. Look at the guys up front right there. And Pofo.
Yep.
Greg Calhoun. Nodding his head. He understood the call there. He said they thought he had a shot at it.
Going deep. And that one's intercepted. McNamara Mustangs running it back. He's got a little room to run, and he's got some blockers. And they're going to take over at about the same exact place they just gave the ball up at. As Aldair Cardo Medina on the pick, as they were sitting in double coverage on the deep ball that time. And it's hard to imagine. They were going for Jordan Williams again. But this time,
that was, yeah.
They were trying to keep their former teammate from torching him on the deep ball twice. When I tell you the ball is sitting exactly where they wanted it the last time, that's exactly where it is. This ball's traveled a long way to be at the same spot. Sitting on the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, McNamara Mustangs.
There we go, Ken. It's been a while.
I don't think it was delay game, but then I didn't see it. Was it?
It came from way back here, so I
That's
imagine
usually the delay
has
game.
To be.
Let's get the call. That'll move him back 5. 1st and 15. Alex Springs and Andrew Hicks checking back in for this offense. Tariq Denson.
He's had the hot hand.
Alone at the top of the screen in the slot. Jaden Bird late getting on the field. 7 on the play clock. And it's a direct snap to Wicks, and he doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've got back-to-back penalties again.
Hankies. These hangers are going to get washed. They have seen a few things today. It's going to be a conversation. I assume holding, but I have no idea. Personal foul. Some kind of a fist pump to yourself scenario again.
Self-bump?
Yeah, self-bump.
There's self-dap again? This is ridiculous. There's nothing for them to be dapping each other up about. Or themselves.
Like Wonder Twin Powers activate scenario. And it's against McNamara. That's what I was looking for. It's 1st down.
What?
I don't know that they've moved the ball much here. Was it a
penalty.
warning?
The ball didn't.
Okay, now they're going to move the ball. How much are they going to move the ball? This one's at least a 10.
It's getting it.
This is going 15. It was a personal foul. You knew it had to have been 15. Ridiculous. Okay, McNamara has yet to snap the ball in this drive, and they've lost.
This football game's turning into a pocket protector contest.
25 yards they've lost in this drive without snapping the ball. Got to do better. Let's go.
Both these teams are getting pencil whipped by the refs. It's tough. That's 20. That's penalty number 29. Number 29.
Jaden Ford, Tariq Denson in the backfield. He's going to look to pass. He's got a little bit of time as he steps up in the pocket. He pitches it out. It was almost a fumble, but it was kind of a pitch. And who was he pitching to? Because is that an eligible receiver? He doesn't have the body type of an eligible receiver. Number 56.
No, it was knocked out by the contact.
Okay. I don't mean to suggest that all wide receivers have to look the same.
56. Nice job pouncing on it. True Wooten's a second team.
Yeah.
All-league performer last season. Stalwart on that McNamara front line. And protecting the ball for the squad right there.
It's second down, quite a few yards. And we're going to get number 30. And it feels so good. It's going to be a false start on McNamara. Second and what has to be every bit of 30 plus. 30, let's just say 30 plus.
Do you think they were determined to get 100 yards today, these refs? They're like, we're going for that century today, individually.
I think they got it.
I think you're right.
I think they got it.
They're going for it.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the third. I don't know what Coach Calhoun really wants to. He's going to stay with it. And DeQuan Thomas is met immediately after the catch.
That St. John's defense flying around a little bit. 3 hats to the ball right there. Out in the left flat.
Yambi, Agbagu, May, among others.
Yeah, not much room for DeQuan Thomas on that play.
I mean, you have the draw, like in the old days of the 1980s NFL. This was Dave Meggett was just going to get a little, maybe a screen.
Oh, you have that on your 3rd and 42 play card?
There's only one play. Oh, we get a timeout. Coach Calhoun going to talk it over. 3.5 to go here in the third. How about a shout out to the greatest crew in the land, in the high school football landscape? Our main man, Kyle Sandberg, on the sticks today. Luke David, of course, the director of all directors. Tommy, Harlan, Jordan on the cameras. Appreciate everybody. I'm Ken. He's Kevin.
I'm Ken. He's Kevin.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys that you were talking about previous, you guys are the best. Appreciate you guys. And that's what makes us look so good. We're like the officials of this, and these guys are the players. You know what I mean? They're the ones out there doing all the work, getting things done. We just come in here and muck it all up.
I think some people are going to have some fingers pointed in some other directions on this one. Thankfully, I think we're going to escape some criticism. Oh, welcome back to Curtis Cross, the main man on the mic. Chris did a great job filling in. Always good to hear the soft, dulcet tones. Curtis Cross. All right. They picked out a good play.
The old 3rd and 42.
You know, there's no way you don't want this ball getting into number 5's hands if you're McNamara. Denson, he's just going to run. He gets popped at the end. That's a flag that came in.
How is that
I don't know what they're going to call.
Oh, he's saying he hit him on the helmet. Let's see. Let's see if he hit him on the helmet. That's what he said. He hit him on the helmet. That's terrible. You're terrible.
He hit him
it's
in the
terrible.
back.
He just punched his own head. We have video confirmation of how horrible of a call this is right here, right now. No helmet to helmet, nothing.
No, it was shoulder to shoulder even. I mean,
not even close.
It was. Listen,
Dude,
we want to call it out.
Have a 5-minute meeting because these guys want to call their 31st penalty of the day.
Kasim Harris, number 31, he was blocked. He turned around. He stayed in the play, stayed in pursuit. It looked to us we'll give him the credit here. It looked to us like he got his body in the right position. It looked like a shoulder-to-shoulder collision. It looked like a great football hit.
It was. But we got Baskin-Robbins 31 penalties going on out here, and it's a joke.
It's still not even 3rd and short. It's still not even 3rd and 10. So it's 15 yards, not an automatic first down here in high school. So, I mean, McNamara gets the ball across midfield. Every yard has been essentially due to penalty in either direction.
Why is it still 3rd down?
I guess I don't think it's an automatic first.
No, but that was 3rd down. The yards and the penalty and the down. All right.
Donovan Barnes. That ball's out. That ball's out, and it's scooped up.
St. John scooped it up and stepped out of bounds. Nick May has it in his hands.
And that referee is saying
he's saying he's down.
Saying he's down. In real time, I thought it was out.
Oh, it was out, and he knows it. This is just honestly.
Donovan Barnes thought it was out. They're going to talk about it, but it's 4th down. And maybe they'll bring out. I mean, I don't know what you wouldn't bring out the punt team. 4th and 6. I mean, if you went from 2nd and 35 to 4th and 6,
it was the 42 yards. It was 3rd and 42. So they ran the ball. I'm gonna have
what
to.
What is going on
this.
right here? Is this the pooch punt?
What just happened?
This is.
What just happened, Ken?
They tried to run an old
muddle
huddle type scenario, and St. John's picked it up, ran it out of bounds. It'll be first down, St. John's, as it was a tackle for a loss. It looked like they got the ball to Boy McKing, if I'm not mistaken.
They ran a little trick play, misdirection, muddle huddle, and I'm telling you, the freshman cornerback, Jalen Wallace, was not fooled. He might be a freshman, but he started 8 games right now, and the way the kids played this year, he's a vet.
How about McNamara finding a play? They, the imagination of their offensive coordinator on that last drive was tested. They probably faced some of the worst downs and distances imaginable, including 3rd and 15 that got them to 4th and 7, and then they were able to get a play they actually wanted. Good 1st and 10, St. John's. Play clock at 0. And we'll see if they.
All right, young man.
All right, we had a lost kid up here. We turned away for a second, and we got to see a joyful reunion between parent and child. 1st and 10. What did I miss, Kev?
A penalty. Ask me again in 5 minutes.
I'll ask you
I'll
again.
tell you the same. Right now you got a little candy girl by New Edition because Curtis knows how to keep these gaps in the game. And I'll tell you right now, Jordan Harrison heard it. Ken, I'm not going to lie. Not many broadcasters know Paula Abdul cold-hearted quite the way we killed it in the pregame. I mean, I was kind of proud of us.
You don't play by rules. Handoff. Dejon Tally Rhodes once again. I mean, he's still up. He's still on his feet. Now, I'll be interested to see where they mark that. Full progress should be 5 yards.
But I'll tell you right now, he broke the tackle and reset. It should be back further. I mean, but St. John's will take it.
2nd and 5, as he refuses to get tackled.
He does refuse to get tackled, and he's impossible to see right here. He got rid. That's what I'm saying. That was.
Yep.
He never stops. His feet never stop moving. His body never stops moving forward, and he delivers as much pain as he gets. Man.
Huh. We got a false start. I didn't see it.
Nor did I. But somebody did.
They saw it. They've
been seeing a lot, Ken.
There's the 5 yards.
I would say great vision by this crew today.
Great vision. Some of the best vision in
subpar athleticism. I'm just going to go out there and say it. And another stop in the action. Curtis Cross, take us away.
It was 5 yards. Now I don't know
We got
what
a timeout.
This referee is. Okay, yeah, okay. He wanted to take it back more yards.
McNamara's got a guy on the 45.
Gotcha. That's a big guy.
Look, this is great. Look at Greg Calhoun explaining himself to the official. And the official's like, sir, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No one's surprised that these coaches have at least some questions.
Oh,
and he's keeping it together.
I'm with him.
He's
I
keeping
have
it together.
So many questions. Oh, he's a good guy. By the way, he's a good guy, that official. I know him. He has done a lot of youth ball in the area and is a good man. He's over there having a good conversation. We have our fun up here. I'm not talking about these guys individually or as human beings, but as a whole group of officials, they stink.
Yep. We got to do the 30-plus penalties.
Hold on. I'm keeping track. I got 32 penalties.
32, yeah. Okay.
32 penalties. Like,
It's belaboring the point a little.
McNamara versus Gonzaga, there was no more than 10 penalties. St. John's versus DeMatha, there was less than 10 penalties. So these two teams have proven they can play that way. It just depends on how the game's going to get called. For some reason, we show up in this field week in, week out, and we get over-penalized.
That's the worst kind of penalized.
I don't mean one team, by the way. I'm talking about the game gets over-penalized. It's a joke, man.
They'll pump the clock. Dejon Talley Rhodes over the right side.
Flag flying. There's flag flying.
And they're losing control. They're losing control of the fans.
Well, I'd be pissed if I was a fan, too. This is impossible to watch. No one wants to watch the nerd crew just discuss what they think happened, knowing we all know that they're wrong.
They're going to wave it off. They're going to wave it off, but it was good practice.
Why do we have to waste that 30 seconds of our lives?
It doesn't change the manner in which it's interfering with the flow. The flow is interfered with there.
Terrence Bird, also, both coaches are having extremely colorful conversations with the side judges.
Big third down here, by the way, for both of these teams. As we return to action, 10 seconds on the play clock. Naeem Woods looking to his right, and he finds a receiver, and that'll be good enough for first down yardage as it's at the sticks.
It's a nice throw there. Naeem stepping up. Big-time play right there, number
34.
34.
34, the program, number 1 in your hearts. We don't have a 34, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. That's how long this game's going on. They've added players. Guys have matriculated in.
This guy, he just applied.
He
applied at halftime.
He got through. We got the process. He interviewed.
Sorry, guys. We got to get that fixed. I'm not sure. Sometimes these different jerseys don't have the standard numbers these young men wear.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I know.
When they change the jersey, the kits, if you will.
Yeah.
And on first down, Dejon Talley Rhodes runs, and a flag's on the ground. I kid you not.
No, it is the truth. I'm here to confirm.
And if this is on St. John's, which it looks like it is, I've never.
What is this move?
They lifted. I guess they lifted something. Like light as a feather, stiff as a board scenario on the field.
At least he's done pound fisting himself.
And how many yards is light as a feather, stiff as a board? Here we're about to find out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He is risen.
He's risen. Okay. It's first and about 14-ish. That was great. I love when you see like the new signals for a play that I've never seen before.
I think that we're just getting punked at this point.
Day. There was a little bit of a bobble, and he corralled it in traffic to pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's got to be tired. He's been pinballing around in between the tackles on both sides today. running up and down the field.
He's gotten at least, I would say, 58 yards twice today. I think he has had to regain multiple yards multiple times. General George Patton is rolling in his grave right now. He said, we don't pay for the same real estate twice. We don't retreat. We don't go backwards. This is an anti-George Patton situation as the fourth quarter gets underway. 21-7, Cadets on top. And they're trying to put a little bit of an exclamation point on this scoreboard and put this McNamara team away. 14 points as it stands.
I think any type of score right here will make it very, very difficult for the Mustangs to get back. But, like you said, St. John's is at midfield here and having tremendous success rushing the ball. But both teams having a hard time avoiding the yellow flag. So, with 12 minutes to go, a 2-touchdown lead, you got to think the Cadets are going to keep this thing on the ground as long as they can.
Absolutely.
And with those guys back there, why not? They've played great today at the line of scrimmage. McNamara's out there fighting with everything they got, Ken. Fourth quarter, a lot of guys going both ways, and it's tough sledding. It's a lot to ask of these kids. But with the magical season they've had so far, this is one of the top teams in this area. I love the resurgence of the McNamara football program and what they've done in the first 2 weeks of the WCAC season. These guys are for real.
Tally Rhodes finds a hole over the right side. Picks up about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4 here as the clock's moving now into the fourth quarter.
Khalil Gabay's back in there making plays at the line of scrimmage, Ken. Good to see him after he limped off the field earlier in the day. Also, how much fun is it to watch Day carry the ball? I mean, today he has shown exactly who he is. He's an old-school throwback with new-school jets.
Oh, yeah. He's shifty inside. He's powerful everywhere. Great vision, speed.
Oh, his feel for the position is incredible.
What else do you want? Third down here, Naeem Woods. And there's the handoff. And Rhodes, he'll get stopped, but he will have the first down at the 40, 1st and 10.
His recognition there to put the ball out just in case. Big Cooper Haran right there at the point of attack. That's how you get it done right there, 88. Great block right there. Nice job.
St. John's flexing their muscles here in the fourth quarter. Another handoff. Pitch to Jordan Williams, end around, and he's got room to run.
Wow. It looked scary out there on the edge. McNamara was all over it, and next thing you know, there's a little lateral to the fastest guy on the field.
Now there's a timeout on the field. I don't know that anyone called timeout, and I don't know that there's a penalty, but the referee is talking to Coach Bird about something.
I think he's trying to throw us out. Someone just texted him and said they're really killing you on the
Yeah, I'm not convinced that's not what he's saying. He's like, you got to do something about these guys.
I've had enough. Jordan Williams, he looks like he's just gliding, and he is flying. What was that? There's a whole new signal, Ken.
There's a whole new signal, and the referee is talking to Griff.
Well, I know he's going to be exhausted tonight. Griff's like, I got to text somebody. I can't handle this either.
It's second down.
Dear head of officiating.
Handoff up the middle. Dejon Tally Rhodes, first down.
St. John's offensive line wants to put this game away.
Yeah, these are statement-type runs. They're winning the battles at the line. The running back's hitting the hole. Everyone's falling forward. Well-oiled machine here for the Cadets. As Breon Williams steps in here on offense.
St. John's just happy to watch that clock keep on moving.
Day. And he's pursued on the left side. Johnny Davis able to get shoestring tackle from behind there as it'll bring up 2nd and 9 just outside the 25-yard line. Sun back out, helping things a little bit. It feels a little bit more comfortable out here. I don't think the wind here would affect the kick that they wanted to make. Or attempt, I should say. Get the ball in Breon Williams' hands. He shakes loose of the first tackler. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd down as St. John's brings in Cooper Horan, which normally signifies that they're going to try and get some work done in the run game.
Dejan Talley Rhodes has been a bell cow today. Tyreek Powell came off the field nursing what looked to be a wrist or an elbow. We haven't seen him back in the game since. And number 9 gets the ball again. And he'll be met in the backfield. And that'll be a tackle for a loss as the Mustangs defense is going to force a 4th down decision. Ball sits.
That was a nice play there.
Just outside the 25. They're going to bring in Nolan Stringer for a field goal attempt here.
A 41-yarder. Sebastian Ruggieri on the snap.
Jake Ricca, high snap, good hold. Kick is low. It'll be no good. Everything had to be. Now the ball will go back to the line of scrimmage, right? Not where the kick was in high school. Kevin?
The ball will be at the 20-yard line, Ken. It was kicked out of the end zone.
It was kicked out of the end zone.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
See?
You got it.
I thought you were going to beat me up for asking you a question.
No, I've
Here's
got,
my question. I always turn to you and ask. I always make sure I have 2 or 3 questions that I know that you'll look at me and be like, I specifically asked you to not ask.
Sorry,
me
my delay was the fact that I was thinking about going out as an official for next Halloween. So I was 364 days ahead of this scenario, thinking like, how much more horrifying can you get? You know,
that would be a scary movie. 4 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers for the Mustangs. Cadets bring 5. Hold on. Did they throw it?
it was thrown.
It was thrown, and it's going to be on. What did it say? On what?
I think it was a hip check.
It looked like it, but
Just
it was before the play even got going. I'm so confused, but I'm kind of starting to appreciate the volume here.
Line up in the neutral zone. Yeah,
I say like lean in. Like these guys should totally lean in.
You're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.
Go for the record. What's the course record here for penalties? Ford with some time, and he moves out. He pitches it to himself, spins past the tackler. That ball is loose again.
And he recovered it on his back.
And he kind of rolled for a first down, and there's looked like a collision in the backfield there. A couple guys. Usually when you see a player like spin like that, potentially, and there it is, a little bit. I'll tell you what, Jaden Ford that was a little adventure there as he got the first pitch to himself there. Complete pass. That's 1 for 1. And then, and there's the fumble.
And that was a fumble.
I think so, too. Nick May, I believe, one down, and I couldn't see. We'll let those guys take care of him. 1st and 10 it will be with just over 7 to go. And what's already been a pretty long game, Kevin. We're pushing 2.5 hours here. And I can't for the life of me understand why.
I don't know why either.
It's crazy.
What could it be?
What could it be? It's windy, I know that.
Well, I'll tell you what it could be. We've had 36 penalties called today. 36. I set the over-under at 43.5. What do you got?
I mean, I would say the under, but you just can't. These guys came to play.
Bang the over, Ken.
These guys, I was taking the over with a 4 handle. We're certainly going to get to 4. I mean, these guys are for sure. They're Hall of Fame is calling after the game. They want these flags.
Yeah,
they're putting them behind glass.
These guys have made a name for themselves out here this afternoon.
These flags shall never be thrown again. After a day like today. We hope everyone's all right down there.
Yeah.
They're just super, super, super cautious, as they should be. All right.
All right. Good news.
I think he gets to his feet, off on his own power. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, he was face down, and they didn't want to do anything, and he got up on his own power, lifted his head, and now he's trying to figure out.
Junior defensive back. Take it easy here for the rest of today. And the Mustang faithful thinking to themselves, points here make things at least interesting.
Oh, no doubt about it.
It's Donovan Barnes in motion, and the indecisiveness of the RPO.
St. John's winds up with the ball, and they're saying that, no, they did not.
Devin Tinnen.
That ball was loose.
Ball looked loose to me as well, Kev.
Let's see what happened at the end here, but
it was like a tug of war, like they were fighting over the ball between.
There's the ball loose. It was recovered.
Okay, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
It wasn't.
Let's see this again. This is going to be your angle, too. As there's the fight for the ball. The ball's on the ground, and
he didn't get it.
It was kind of just laying around.
I can't even.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Great defensive play. How about that?
Yep. 2, 1, and they don't get it off.
Oh, no, they did. That yellow flag.
They got the flag off in time. They've called the flag just in time. Now, are we going to say it was a timeout?
Yeah, Greg Calhoun had to have gotten one last second there.
That judge was trying to beat the timeout with the flag, but I think the timeout won that time. You'd think Hingham McCringleberry was out there the way this officiating crew is operating. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Maybe call it 17.
He just went right over the 16 mark. Like it just was either 15 or 17. It's 17. We're going 17. With it.
Yeah, it's a full 17.
McNamara's got a bevy of screens in this package, and I imagine one of them gets pulled out right here. It's time to see the ball in number 5's hands, Ken.
I think you got to find a way to get Alex Springs the ball here. I think St. John's probably understands that as well. And forward, there he is, and a back shoulder beauty. And it should be just short of first down. I don't have him getting the first down. We'll see what the spot is. They're going to give it to him.
Oh,
they
no.
Give it to him. Hey, I spent some time on Old Marlboro Pike. I got to tell you, ball was stopped short, but it will be 1st and 10.
It was 2 yards short of where the spot was, if you're counting.
Alex,
if you're paying attention.
Alex kind of gave up those yards, and he came back for that ball.
Exactly.
Good-looking play.
Nice throw.
1st and 10. And it's going to be
it's a keeper.
Held,
nice job.
And Jaden Ford dives forward. First down gain. And Tariq Denson, and he's been on the field all day.
He took the play fake and got crushed. And he's a tough kid who hasn't left the field, like you said.
Yeah.
He's earned that break. Catch your breath and get right back in there, 10.
The Mustang faithful urging on the McNamara offense to show a little bit of urgency here. Down 2 scores. Coming up on 5.5 minutes to go in this game. Donovan Barnes now, the running back. As Jaden Ford looks to throw quickly to his left.
Ball was tipped. Someone got a piece of it at the line of scrimmage because that came out sideways after the throw.
And was it Breon?
Yes,
I think it was. Yeah. Impact player. As Ampofo checks into the middle of that St. John's defensive line on 3rd and short.
This is a big play here.
Jaden Ford looking to Helma. First down play. And they're going to get first down yardage there. As Donovan Barnes.
Nice play call. Good job up front for the Mustangs.
Works the middle, finds the hole. Holds on to the ball. Say some big man's name there. George Queen there. The left tackle for McNamara. That's having himself a good day. Another first down here for the Mustang offense. Jaden Ford. And he's looking for Alex Springs on maybe a comebacker.
And he didn't have enough time because Tariq Boney got to the quarterback too quickly, sped Jay Ford up a little bit. Jay Ford did the right thing, got rid of it to a safe place, survived to play another down.
I'll say it again. Both these teams showing up with just an absolute great jersey kit. I love the look. I love the helmets. Love all of it. Especially on a day like today. It's nice, sunny, bright. Oh, that's a flag. Yeah. You're not gonna get away with that on a day like today.
37.
Yeah, I think we waved one off.
Yes, there was the old waiver. There was 2 wave-offs, actually.
We've had some. Even the flags have been flagged. 2nd and long. These teams have gotten really used to these downs and distances, though, today. Very comfortable.
And a nice catch there. Is that the big guy?
Turn around. No, number 19.
Got it.
That's Carter Sedgwick.
Nice catch. By the time he got his head turned around, that ball was all over him.
Yeah.
He caught it with his hands.
As was the defender.
Yes. Nice play, though.
Was that Julian Jones?
Julian Jones on the coverage and tackle.
So 3rd down, you got to get a chunk here. You can't take a sack. You got to get positive yards. Whatever you can to set up 4th and better.
5 in the flat, near side right now.
There it is to Alex Springs if he wants it.
He had it.
That's a catch. Oh, that
was
was almost an amazing Julian Jones interception.
It really would have been remarkable.
He got his hands on what looked to be the back of the ball and just couldn't bring it down to the ground.
That ball came off a little odd. He
Yeah,
just couldn't. Yeah.
Yep.
Came off the inside of Jay Ford's hand. And they did have 5 in the flat there.
They sure did.
With blocking.
blockers, yeah. And now they need 11 on 4th down.
Here's where Charlie Abagu and Tariq Boney.
Oh, yeah. Pin their ears back.
Get to just bring it.
They're rushing 4. Jaden Ford looking for Alex Springs on the outside. Alex Springs went to the inside. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10. St. John's with 4 minutes to go and a 14-point lead.
And the St. John's defense answers the call again today. They've given up 1 touchdown since then. They've been pretty dominant. And a great out there for that group.
Time to throw that time. Just Ford couldn't connect with his receiver.
Yeah, they rushed for and played coverage, and the coverage was solid.
And with 4 minutes to go and a 2-touchdown lead, St. John's has visions of ending this game with the ball on this drive. And who knows? It's about 54 yards to pay dirt, but they're going to have to get at least 20 of those yards twice. That's good for time of possession.
And good for Day-Day's numbers.
Good for Day-Day's numbers.
He's getting that ball.
There it is.
Good job up front. Ooh, that was a nice play there at the.
That's Khalil.
Yes,
Dubé
yes.
in the middle all day long.
Nah, he came flying off that ball and made that play. Great effort.
It's not many weeks that we are able to look across the line of scrimmage for some of these St. John's offensive linemen, the Adrian Hamiltons, the Jordan Harrisons, and the like, and see some similarly sized individuals. St. John's offensive line has been incredibly effective today. Working some clock. 5 on the play clock, 2nd and 10. Another handoff. Did Powell get back in this game?
I've been looking for him on the sidelines down there. I know he was flexing his hand, and I don't see him down there, Ken.
I think he's on the sidelines. I think that was Rhodes, Tally Rhodes.
As Bobby Marshall and Vic Tirandola check out of the game after their first appearance today.
Clock moving. They can snap this ball right around 2.5 minutes to go in the game on 3rd and 8.
5 seconds on the play clock.
And Day-Day. He's got everything he wants and more as he. There's the flag from behind. Looked like a flag from here. There was a referee with a much better angle.
Yeah, he was right there.
Thing.
He was right
but
there watching.
It looked like it was something bad.
It was a
face mask or
it was
horse collar.
Horse collar. Got him right by the horse collar. Pulled him down. They're trying to take that play out of the game, and I agree with them.
100%.
When you use your body weight to sit down, it's where terrible injuries happen.
Yep.
On the lower half,
hip
I hate
drop
that
and
play.
all that stuff.
The hip drop, nothing was done on purpose there. That was nothing but hustle and a tough play. I'm not saying anything like that. Andrew Hicks did the right thing, but I do appreciate and understand the rule.
It'll be 1st and 10. As Dejon Tally Rhodes has, in fact.
I mean, he's got to be close to 200 yards today.
I was going to say he's put the offense on his back.
Well, I'll tell you this: he is over 1,200 yards rushing on the season, 14 touchdowns rushing on the season. I think he's got a couple receiving. Like I said, my pick for the Offensive Player of the Year in this conference.
Coming back for another year. Here he is with the handoff. He's trying the middle. And he's moving the pile.
Look at him. He's still up on his feet, Ken. He does not go down easily, does he?
He sure doesn't. Ball's down inside the 5. It's going to be 2nd down, and I guess they're going to say 2nd down and goal from the 4.
And we're dangerously close to this game running out before the 40th penalty call.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Too shy. We're at 38. I've never seen anything like it.
Looks like St. John's will let this clock wind down to 0, call the timeout.
They might be able to get it off. I think the call is hand it to Day-Day.
There it is.
And there it is.
On the
We're
touchdown
close.
run.
We are so close, man.
And you know, Day-Day saw the
right away.
Flag come right across his face.
With vision like Day-Day's, he knows right away this flag was flying. He saw it right there. Nice job, Kyle.
So there's 10 of the yards.
That's why he didn't celebrate.
He's going to have to get back twice. 38?
39.
39.
We're one away from the 40-40 club.
And that was a 5-yard penalty. Must have been some kind of a formation or false start situation. But either way, more yards, Day-Day can get twice.
Either way, make up a hand signal and let's get it going.
Yes. Okay, so timeout on the field.
Had to be.
Mustangs, I believe, called that timeout. No, we haven't been told yet. And I don't see Coach Calhoun necessarily taking credit for a timeout at the moment. I mean, no matter what, there's a timeout on the field. Kurt's playing some music. The sun came back out.
Yes, and we can feel that warmth on my back.
Yes.
This has been a brutal game. These two teams have gone up. That line of scrimmage has been brutal. And this McNamara team is tough as nails, as you know. And St. John's answered the call on the toughness column. So we've talked a little bit too much about some of the other guys. It's fun to talk about these guys wearing these awesome uniforms on both sides of the field. And awesome to see that McNamara is absolutely back. There's no flukiness to this team. These guys can play with anyone. They proved that out here today. I know the scoreboard says 21-7, but you and I know exactly what they've done the last few weeks, where they're at right now. Their overall level of talent, the coaching, this is a place where you can go and get better. And that's why these guys don't leave. That's why they've stuck around these 4 years. He's maintained the integrity of that original class. You can see it on the field and how they play, Ken. In years past, we've seen them be outmatched, overmatched, overwhelmed with some talent, playing in the upper division. That is no longer the case. And it's going to be fun to watch this program blossom over the next couple years as well.
Yeah, they have a lot of young players. You look at St. John's and you see a team that knows who they are, knows what they want to do. That's what they've been doing all day long. It's great to see as Day picks his way to the 5-yard line. It's good to see Bishop McNamara also kind of have a sense of who they are and what they want to be, and have a quarterback in Jaden Ford who can execute for them, getting the ball to the perimeter, getting the ball to the boundary, all those quick hitters. To have a quarterback who can be that for you. Again, McNamara showing athleticism, showing the ability to make plays and yards after the catch, and they look great. And they do look great.
Yeah, they look good doing it.
The gold M on the helmet.
St. John's salting away this clock. We got 10 on the play clock.
Yeah, so they can let this work all the way down to just over 30 seconds here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be just another. Oh no, timeout, St. John's.
I thought.
We all had our hopes.
We are one away.
We're one away. Do you think they know? Like, you know how sometimes, like, there's a running back and he's got, like, 99 yards and he, like, needs one more yard to get 100? Like, the coaches kind of know. They're like, all right, hey, we're going to get him a carry on this.
Specifically,
do you think the refs know?
Running backs know. Receivers know.
Receivers know.
And these officials know.
These officials.
Yes.
They're like, hey, they know it's 39. Like, what would the 40th call have to be?
Down here it's going to be offsides or
the PI. They're not going to throw.
No throw.
No throw.
I'm thinking maybe an accidental face mask.
Yeah.
Someone's going to jump. If someone jumps offsides.
I mean, do you just suck it up, and if you're McNamara, just suck it up and just jump? Just say, you know what? These guys deserve it.
I overheard you guys talking in your official huddle.
It sounds like you guys are one penalty away.
I mean, we're closing in on 2 hours and 40 minutes on a non-overtime performance.
33 seconds, 3rd and goal. You know, they could down it and the ball game would be over. I don't know that McNamara would call the last time out. Down 2 scores with under 30 seconds to go.
Let me just say this real quick. The thought in my head, and I wanted to say it real quick, I'm not sure what the tiebreaker would be, but there's multiple scenarios that there could be tiebreaker scenarios at the end of this league for playoffs. And if it's point differential, you got to go and score a touchdown right here. And if it's not, you just got to kneel on it right now. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't want to judge. I have no idea. And I don't know what the new tiebreaker rules are. We haven't been put in that situation here at First Amendment ever. So 30 years ago, they drew straws, and I'm not kidding.
Dejan over the left, and he punches it in. I believe we'll get the call. They're going to say he's out. I thought the ball hit the pylon. I thought the ball hit the pylon, but again, we'll get a better angle on the thing. They're calling it.
Let's see.
At the goal line, 4th down and goal.
Let's see it.
So I just thought he put his.
It's a touchdown. It's not even close to not a touchdown. How is that possibly not a touchdown?
Okay, here we go again.
The ball hits the pylon. The rest of them goes over. There's no knee down. It's not even close, and he has no angle. It's a touchdown, dude. Look at this.
It looks to me.
It's not even close. Great job, Jordan.
Jordan and Kyle, you guys are awesome. Tush push time as Naeem Woods gets the touchdown, and that.
Look, Day celebrates for Naeem.
And the Cadets punching in on 4th and goal. to put the punctuation mark on this game.
Tell Naeem Woods to work with Jake Ricca on the post-game celebration. He's got to know he's got to jump up and Clyde there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As Nye runs off the field, good job squeezing in there. Day celebrating, even though he just got robbed of a touchdown. He's got plenty more, though. He's got plenty of those things. And look at all these guys. That should have been, that was 40.
That was. He was not set.
No, it's 39.
The Stephon DeCarlo Rogers was definitely not set. I mean, but see, okay, okay. We talk about let's be solutions people, and not just. That's the ones you don't call. There's of all of the 39 ones they called, there was plenty of those that didn't have to be called because of that. Like I get that you want teachable moments. I'm a little disappointed in them, if we're going to be honest. I thought that was their chance to be super consistent, and they let us down.
Well, we're going to start bearing our souls here. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I know I don't like these officials. I know they're not going to be very good, and I come here with an open mind. And then there's a penalty call before the 1 second ticked off the 12-minute first quarter clock. That's when you know you're up against it.
Shout out to Ken Harris, class of '83, Bishop McNamara, friend of First Amendment Sports. Watching at home today.
Good for you, Ken.
He's congratulating the Cadets, sharing with us some of his thoughts on the flow of the game. He's a flow guy. Nolan Stringer to kick off from the 40. Andrew Hicks, Daquan Thomas back for the Stangs. Hicks at the 8. And if you would believe it, Eli Jacques, I believe, having himself an absolute day on special teams is number 24.
That's just all hustle and heart, and obviously he's got both because all day long he's been playing this way on specials. Just giving up your body, flying down there on kickoff coverage. That's the real deal.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Let's see what Coach Calhoun wants to do here with his 11 seconds.
I see number 40, Joey Finnegan, checking into the game for the Cadets. Kasim Harris, the freshman defensive end, checking in. And if you could use your vision to help me out here because that's all I got.
And there's a down. Bishop McNamara will let the clock run out. And there's a lot of kids out there who've been playing football against each other for most of their lives, showing some class and respect and sportsmanship as the St. John's Cadets come off the field 28-7 winners over the Bishop McNamara Mustangs. We'll be back next week live from I Street. Culminating the regular season, St. John's Gonzaga for the 105th time. He's Kevin Ricca. I'm Ken Meringolo. We'll see you in a week.